I come to you from this prone position because, first of all, the last week has been a real dick. Like, a real dick. I think we all know that the world is such a dick right now, especially America. America, you are a huge fucking dick. And partially you're a dick, not just because of who our president happens to be and just the absolute shit that he's inflicting on people who aren't even his citizens. People, well, can we even say his citizens? People who aren't even citizens of this country. But America is also a dick because it enabled a show like The Bachelor to be just invented and to be aired on TV. And I'm just sick of it because I just wasted on a Tuesday, right? Like, okay, on Mondays I don't have a lot of time in the evening because I get done with kickboxing at 8. I get home by like 8:30. I have to shower and like eat and then it's time to go to bed, right? And same thing for Wednesdays. So I have Tuesdays and I have Thursdays. On Tuesdays I actually get home a little late because of therapy. So I come home on a day though where I have a little bit of time and I'm like, I'm gonna watch The Bachelor because I talk about it with my therapist and she said it was a crazy episode and I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch it, blah blah blah. And I come home and it's 2 hours and it's like, oh, what did I just do? What did I just do with those 2 hours? Oh my god, I could have been doing something productive. I mean, I was certainly never gonna do anything productive. Let's make that clear. I really need to make that clear. But like I could have been a contender. I could have been sleeping. I could have been like trying to make my hair not be a hat hair because I had to wear my winter hat today. I could have done a lot of things. I could have like taken care of the mess that was left after I removed my diva cup at therapy in the bathroom. I could have just done a lot of things, but I spent it watching The Bachelor. And I didn't really get anything out of it. I got like two things out of it. Maybe, if I'm being generous. The first is that the new favorite of this season is Rachel. Rachel is delightful. She's funny. She's really wicked smart. She's beautiful. She seems kind of like weird, but like, in that good, pleasant kind of weird way. And it is for that reason and that reason alone that I wish that Nick could not stand her and would send her home because Rachel deserves so much better than this. Um, she's the best. Like Vanessa was barely in this episode, and I'm still like riding for Vanessa, right? Even even though she hasn't had a good showing since she spoke to Nick about that whole thing with Corinne. But no, but like Rachel is definitely like the only good thing about this episode. Um, I the group date, like I want to like the group date because it's hokey and like that's something I would love to do. But here's my problem. Well, first of all, right now I have a problem with New Orleans. It's like sometimes you have vendettas against people or cities because of something that like happened with other people there that somehow affected your life in a negative way. That's my beef right now with New Orleans. Not too into it. Like if the Saints were playing, I would be actively rooting against them or the Pelicans. I think that's a team that's in New Orleans. I would be actively rooting against them. So I'm sick of the fact that they're there. Second of all, the haunted shit that they did, the haunted hotel, I don't even know what it was with that really creepy little girl. That's so fucking cliche and so annoying and like it's so clearly manipulated. Like the fact that the lights would go out. Well, hey girls, why don't you consider the fact that you're on a fucking TV show and that they're going to turn the lights out because they like are in charge of the logistics of this place, or the fact that they probably have strings attached to shit and are making things move. Like, can we think about this logically? And I say this as somebody who believes very actively in ghosts. Like, I am fairly certain my grandma haunted us for a time. I believe that I was haunted by some kind of male ghost when I was little, or not necessarily me, but he was in my room. I would smell his cologne. I think that my house was haunted, which is weird because it was an apartment townhouse, like college housing. I don't know why college housing would be haunted, but I think it was. But anyway, so I believe in ghosts, but that was just really stupid, and I really didn't like it because Jasmine seems like I want to like Jasmine, but I don't really think I like her very much because I think she's somebody who takes everything too seriously, which I appreciate next week if she, like, turns that against Nick. I'm, like, all for it. But, like, it's like, you're in a haunted house. Just have fun with it. Like, even if I were there, even if I'd be like, this is the producers and the show doing all of this shit. This is not a real ghost. I would still, like, try to have fun with it. But she's kind of like a naysayer, and I don't know if I like that. But also, like, it all, I also kind of hated it that she was like, I don't believe in any of this, and then like she's changed her mind. It was like, come on, like, have some conviction. Um, the group date. What else happened? I don't even know. I don't even know. I didn't care. There's a girl on this show named Whitney. I swear to God, this is the first week I ever saw her. Who is she, and how does she keep getting roses? In the rose ceremony, he kicked off Sarah and another girl who I didn't know. So that was probably good that he kicked off the other girl I didn't know. But he kicked off Sarah, and Sarah was so classy and so cute. You know who he needs to kick off? Aside from Corinne, but we'll get to that in 1 second. He needs to kick off Josephine. Who the fuck is she? Like, I know who she is, but I can't believe she's lasted this long. You know how many people are in this group still who I'm kind of like, who the hell are you? But Whitney, at first I thought he was calling her Winnie. He was like, Winnie. She was the first person he gave the rose to in the rose ceremony at the beginning of the episode. Who are you? I don't know who you are. Winnie? Whitney? Who? Who are... There's 15 women left, right? Or something like that. Maybe now there's like 13, because Chris was like, oh, that's a lot. God damn, there's a lot of girls there. They started with 30, and then Chris said they were halved, and they were getting ready to. So, yeah, I don't know who any of the hell they are. I know Vanessa, I know Rachel, I know Corinne, I know Taylor, I know Jasmine, I know Jamie. I know Alexis. I know Josephine, although I don't like her. That one Danielle. I suppose there's another Danielle. I don't know if the other Danielle's gone home. Has the other Danielle gone home? No, she hasn't. She hasn't. She was so boring. Oh, they had these stupid conversations with Nick on this group date about the ghost, and I just want to, like, slam my face into this keyboard because I can't believe I'm wasting my time on this. It just was no engaging. Because he is so unengaging. He's not interesting. He actually did have chemistry with Rachel. He did. Like, I'll say it. My therapist told me that. She was like, they have chemistry together. And I was like, ew. But the truth is they do, and I don't like it. Because, again, she deserves better. But, I mean, at least, I guess that was, like, the first time where I was like, oh, Nick actually is, like, not the worst. But, again, of course, he goes and proves himself wrong, because then there's a 2-on-1 date, and we obviously knew it was going to be against Taylor, or be with Taylor and Corinne. And they go on this, like, bayou trip or something. And, he's, whatever. I don't even care. Like, they go into this voodoo thing in the woods, and I'm like, god damn, this show is just the worst. And he sends Taylor home because Corinne is the worst. And I don't want to talk about Corinne because talking about Corinne gives Corinne exactly what it is she wants, which is some kind of validation. She does not care if it's negative or positive. Like, she is several kids in my class who do not care if they're getting positive or negative attention as long as they are getting attention. And it's sad. I don't want to, and she's not a good human being. She just isn't. And the thing is, it's not like she does these things maliciously. She's just not a good human being because she probably wasn't raised by good people. And she's 100% a Trump voter. She's 100% a Trump voter. There's no doubt in my mind. I don't like Taylor that much either. I thought I liked Taylor at the beginning, but she's too self-serious. She leans too heavily on that. And no one wants to be like, if you're friends with a therapist or a mental health counselor, or psychologist, or psychiatrist, or anything that has to do with mental health, you know what you don't do is, like, you shouldn't go around, like, actually analyzing the people that you're around, because no one's going to want to be your friend. No one. Just FYI, Taylor. And so she was very self-serious. She kept using the term emotional intelligence. And I'm like, okay, like, yeah, that seems to be very important in a relationship, but you're focusing a little too heavily on this one little thing. I mean, it's not a little thing, but, like, this one thing. So I need you to calm down. But he does send Corinne home after Corinne does manipulate him, and she's incredibly manipulative. She's learned probably from Daddy. And she's just horrible. And she's just drunk, and she's just horrible. And the fact that Nick... Now, obviously, there's producer manipulations, and the producers could very well be saying, you need to keep her around because she is ridiculous TV. I have seen now, like, I think this is my... I saw Caitlin, I saw Andy, I saw Chris, I saw Ben. So this is maybe my 5th season of The Bachelor, I think. Or Bachelorette. I think... she surpasses Chad in a lot of ways. They're both horrible people, and quite honestly, Chad and Corinne would probably be an epic couple that would somehow work. I think she surpasses Chad even as, like, the worst person I've ever seen on reality TV. The only thing that maybe I do worry about Chad with violence, actual violence. Um, but there's something a lot worse to me about her. I just think she's a bad human being. And she's being kept around because of the ratings. And I felt bad for her for a while because of the whole, she's clearly drunk and clearly insecure and clearly not very intelligent. But I just think she sucks. And I don't. She's disgusting. And Taylor said if Nick keeps her around, it's because of his. Well, I think she said cock. Who says cock? Cock. Midwesterners can't say that word. Because of his dick. I've been really using the word dick lately. I never used to. It's weird. It's like a new thing that I do. And she's exactly right. He keeps her around either due to producer manipulation or because of his dick. His penis. His dong. What are some other euphemisms we can use? Whatever, after he dumps Taylor, he and Corinne leave on the Bayou boat with the scary man in the back who's driving them. There's gators everywhere. Oh, it's just like, okay, here's one thing I need to, okay, hold on, okay, sorry, let me just finish this original thought. So they leave Taylor, and then she goes and gets purified because she's a water spirit or something like that, and she's gonna go and confront Nick. I don't care, because I don't like Taylor, I don't like Corinne, and I think they both should go home. I think Nick should go home. That's actually what I think. Here's what I need the girls to stop doing. And I'm calling them girls, and that feels like I'm infantilizing them, and I don't mean to. So they're going to New Orleans, right? New Orleans. And they say they have a couple girls going, New Orleans. And it's like when they went to Wisconsin. We're going to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. They think that if they draw out the last syllable, the last sound of the word, that it makes it seem as though it's an exciting thing that they're doing, even if they say it with no inflection whatsoever. I'm really going to need them to stop doing that, because it's not how you show enthusiasm. I wouldn't be enthusiastic to go to New Orleans either, because, again, I'm a bitter cow. But I probably would have been cool with it a month ago. I know times change. I don't have anything else to say about this fucking show. I hate it so much. Goddamn. There's not even anything I can't even comment on it, like, in terms of, like, its queerness. I don't. This was really non-successful. Like, I really felt like I had a reckoning with my life choices tonight while watching this episode. And what the really sad part is that next Tuesday I'll probably, I'll watch the next episode and I'll record a video about it, because I like to talk, it's like pretend I'm talking to my two friends about The Bachelor, only one of whom, by the way, watches the show. But yeah, I don't know, I didn't like it. I don't know, I just hate it. Seriously, who is Whitney? I've never seen her before in my life. And how is Josephine still there? And how is Josephine friends with Corinne? Like, what does that say about her? What does it say about me? What does it say about us? What? What is the meaning of all of this? There is none. I don't think there's any meaning in anything. Sad, isn't it? What a shit week. And shows like this are supposed to give us something to look forward to, right? Something to feel good about. I don't know if this is the remedy we need to take in order to make ourselves feel better. I don't know. Maybe it's not for me. I'll still watch it again, but I need to find my solace elsewhere, I think. I don't know. It's just depressing. Everything's very sad and depressing right now. But I guess we move on, right? Till the earth blows up. God bless not America. Yeah. Okay, on that note, bye.